Hey Sagittarius, welcome back, and anyone that's new, welcome here. All are welcome. All right, my lovely Saggies. As you know, before I got on, I meditated on you, beautiful Sagittarius. And in the meditation, I received something about like copper and gold, but then I also got something here where it was like you may have found like a penny on the ground and maybe picked it up or something like that. And when I got that image in my mind, I got good luck. So good luck could be on your side, something like that. I also got something where maybe you wear gold. You like to wear gold for some of you. Maybe you have a piece of jewelry that's gold that you typically like to wear, okay? Definitely receive that. Maybe it's very significant to you in your life. Someone gave it to you. Maybe someone who passed away gave you something that was gold, okay? Sorry, I think something's in my eye. I also got something, and it was do it with your heart, okay? So whatever you're doing, put your heart into it. So something like that. So do it with your heart is what I got, okay? So that's what I got in the meditation. If it resonates, fantastic. If not, just dismiss it and let's get into this reading, all right? Before I do so, I want to say that I'm offering $35 personal readings this week. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, please go to the drop-down box below and then email me. Also, I'm doing long distance energy healing for $100 for a 30-minute session. And if you would like to book that, please do so. Go to the drop-down box below and email me as well, all right? All right, so let's get into this. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading. Also, energies can be reversed. I could be talking to a cross-watcher. Also, my readings are timeless, so if it's for you, it will find you. All right, let's do this. Universal God and Spirit Guides, please let me be a clear channel for the collective of Sagittarius. Thank you. All right. Let's see what comes out. What do we have, please, for Sagittarius? Universal God and Spirit Guides, what do we have for Sagittarius? What do we have for my lovely Saggies? That almost came out. We have for Sag. There it is. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Let's see what else we have, please. What else do we have for my lovely Saggies? Grief. Wow. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Some of you have gone through something here, it feels like, pretty strongly. There's something around your lower chakras. This is kind of gold as well. So the lower chakras are the red, the orange, and the yellow, okay? So there's something around working on the lower chakras for some reason. I'm definitely getting that, especially with these two colors out. For some reason, I'm getting lower chakras. I was just called to say that. So that's for some of you out there. But when I read this, blame, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay. You know that regardless of what's gone on between you and somebody or other people or whatever, you do realize, like, I can't blame another person for my own well-being. I'm in charge of my own well-being. I'm in charge of my own happiness. A lot of people may get it wrong where they're like, this person has to make me happy. This person has to do this to make me happy. But really, to be honest with you, it's about filling your own cup up. What truly makes you happy? What lights you up in life, right? It doesn't have to look like anybody else's. There's nothing externally that's going to truly make you happy if you're not happy internally first, okay? So that can happen a lot in life where people will look on the outside and be like, well, this makes me happy, this makes me happy. It's temporary until you still feel empty inside, right? So it's something about that. Maybe it's like, okay, you've realized, hey, I've got to work on myself. I've really got to do this work where I'm truly happy within myself. I love myself genuinely, authentically, all of it. And you cannot blame anybody, right? So you take responsibility. You've been taking responsibility for your own well-being, right? That's great. I also get this grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Maybe you lost something in your life. Maybe, I'm going to be honest, some of you I'm getting like, maybe you had to go to a funeral, or you lost somebody significant in your life. And my heart truly goes out to you if you did. Okay, so there's that. I'm also getting on the other side of this grief. Maybe there's something that didn't work out, right? And there was grief that came up. But you're realizing you get to appreciate what you had lost. And regardless if you have that come back around, you still learn something from it, you've grown something from it, and you can take something from it and go into your next chapter, okay? So that's beautiful. Let's go and pull another oracle card from a Moonology oracle deck. See what comes out. What else do we have, please, for Sagittarius? What else do we have for Sag? What else do we have for Sag, please? Wow, it says full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Looking at the bigger picture, maybe with what you're doing, but also looking at the bigger picture of why something may have happened, even if like you felt like there was grief or there was a lot of anger, because I do feel like there's some form of sadness, but also a little bit of anger and frustration towards a specific situation or person, right? But look at the bigger picture is what's coming out. All right, so let's go to the overall energy and see what comes out then. See what we have. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius, please, for the overall energy? What do we have for Sagittarius, please? The Magician, fantastic. The overall energy is beautiful. This is actually a very powerful card, one of the most powerful cards in the tarot deck. So with the Magician, I feel like your overall energy, you're manifesting something here. You are a powerful manifester. Everyone truly is. You just have to be aware of the fact that you're always manifesting. So what you believe will happen, right? What you think happens. What you think about yourself shows, right? So it just overall energy, I feel like you're really manifesting something pretty big here. So we'll see. Let's go to the past energy for my lovely Saggies. Too many cards. Past energy, please. 8 of Pentacles. All right, so for the 8 of Pentacles being here, definitely mastering something, trying to master your craft in some way, shape, or form. So in the past, you're like working on something. It looks like you're working pretty diligently too. Like you're really head down trying to work on something, trying to master something. Now this could be internally, externally. It is Pentacles, that's pretty external. It could be some form of craft that you're doing, like an art project or some form of creative endeavor that you have too. Okay, so we'll see. Let's go to the current energy. What's the current energy, please, for Sagittarius? What's the current energy for Sagittarius? Knight of Cups. Ooh, Knight of Cups. This is the creative energy that I was getting. I feel like you are going towards something, and it did say in the meditation, do it with your heart. This is a cup. This is love. This is heart, I feel. You do have a little bit of hesitation currently for some reason. Whether you feel like you need to go towards somebody. Someone could have come towards you in this current energy. That could be the case. But I feel like with the Knight of Cups, this is someone who's like artsy light, they're romantic. Maybe you have a romantic side about you. There's just a lot of creative energy that I'm receiving with the Knight of Cups. Like, it's usually the artsy type. Okay. Some of you have tattoos. That's what I'm getting. Let's go to the outside energy. What's the outside energy? Oh. Outside energy, please. Judgment. Wow. So someone you're connecting with could be going through a possible like a ascending process or a spiritual awakening for some of you. That could definitely be the case. But with the Judgment being here, this is like making a decision. Wiser decisions. Some of you are in that process where you're like, okay, I'm learning from the past, making sure that I'm making these best decisions that are going to be good for myself. Maybe that's why I was getting like you were in this process where you're like, okay, well, you know, if something doesn't come back around, we still can grow from it. We can learn from it and take from it and go into our next chapter. So I feel like that's where I'm at with you, where you're like, all right, I got to make a decision about something, but I have to make it to the point where I've learned from my past and make those wiser decisions, right? Let's go to the challenge. What's the challenge, please? Does this have something to do with your confidence for some reason, is what I'm getting for some of you. It's something around your confidence. The Six of Wands is also some form of victory and success in something. Public recognition for some of you, but for some reason the Six of Wands is victory and success, okay? So maybe you're struggling with that, having some form of victory and success in something. More than anything, I'm feeling like a little bit of confidence here, okay? The word confidence is coming through, and maybe you're struggling a little bit with that. It's a challenge. Let's go to what you're not aware of. What is Sagittarius not aware of? Death. This is a huge transformation that's happening in your life, okay? You're definitely going through a huge transformation, okay? You may not be aware of this, that death is like huge transformation. So you may not be aware of that, why this is happening, and it's because you have a higher calling, is what I'm getting. You have a higher calling, so your struggles are going to be harder. Your challenges are going to be harder. You're going through a transformation. Your transformations can be more tough, but your calling is higher. And when your calling is higher, the challenges and the struggles, there's a lot more of those, okay? Let's go to the possible outcome. What's the possible outcome for Sag? Two of Pentacles, so really trying to decide on something. Maybe trying to get things into balance as well, okay? So I'm going to pull advice after I clarify and see what comes out. Let's go to the Magician, my loves. Why the Magician for the overall energy? Why the Magician? Wow. Two of Pentacles. Ooh, there you are, Nine of Wands. You're really closed off here. Very closed off. It's hard to manifest from a very high vibration when you are closed off like this, Sag. Okay? You're struggling with something here. It feels like pain, fear. Okay? For some of you with the Nine of Wands and Two of Swords. You're struggling to also maybe make a choice here, because I feel like you're not in a very, for the overall energy, not a balanced place. Instead of holding on to this grief, and pain, because the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. So you've been through a lot. You may be holding on to the past. You may be holding on to more than one thing that has happened to you, which causes you to be hesitant, to be guarded, to not very trust, maybe skeptical a lot. Your heart is a little closed off. You're stuck because you're not in a place where there's a balance between the head and the heart here for the overall energy. I feel like you're struggling to find that balance because you are closed off a little bit. You're still holding on to some form of sadness here. But I feel like once you let go of the sadness, things are going to start progressing for you. Let's go to the Eight of Pentacles. Why the Eight of Pentacles for the past? Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, and then the Queen of Cups. Cups, cups, cups. This is actually good energy. There could have been a past life connection, soulmate connection here going on here. With some form of mutual love. You both were wanting to work on this, or you both worked on this for some of you here in the past. I heard to get some form of resolution. That's what I'm getting for some of you. But I'm also getting you, for some of you, it's like you're working on something that is coming from the heart. Because I got in the meditation, do it with your heart. Okay, so it could be a connection of some sort, or something you're actually truly working on in the physical reality, but it's coming from the heart. It does make you feel good. Some of you, it's a place where with the Six of Cups, some form of like play in a sense with the Six of Cups, like this like childlike. So the Six of Cups, it could be the fact that it brings out a whole different side of you when you do this with the past energy, working on something. For some of you, I'm getting there's something around children as well. Let's go to the Knight of Cups. Why the Knight of Cups? For the current energy, why the Knight of Cups? King of Wands, King of Pentacles. Wow, Seven of Cups. The Hanged One. I feel like you are actually looking very good. Some of you could be entrepreneurs. That's what I'm getting for some of you. There's something you're working on in your day-to-day task. So you're using your passion. You're also using your practicality, but you're doing something with your heart. There is a little bit of a surrendering and releasing and letting go of the outcome of something as well. So I feel like you're kind of investing something within some form of work form. It does involve creativity, but you're definitely letting go of the outcome of this. Okay, so I'm getting that. You do have a little bit of confusion going on is also what I'm receiving currently. Like confused about something. But I feel like you're trying to look at that from a different perspective and shift that perspective. You got to be clear on something. Maybe it's the fact that look at the bigger picture is coming through, but there's a little bit of a confusion of what that may look like. Let's go to the Judgment for the outside energy. Why the Judgment? Judgment, King of Swords, Six of Wands. You got to be confident about something. There's something like that going on. There's something around your confidence. Making sure you're, like the King of Swords is like, hey, this is definite. So Judgment's out. I feel like you are in this process of really making this decision with something with the King of Swords. Like this is it. This is final. Very, very much. You're using your logic in something, right? You're making some form of logical decision as well. And whatever decision you're making it off, like you're making it, okay, you're making this decision and then you're bringing logic into it, which is good. I feel like you're very confident about this decision. Okay, let's go to that Six of Wands for the challenge. Why the Six of Wands? Why the Six of Wands, please? The Magician, Ace of Wands, the Star. Really trying to manifest something here. It does feel like a wish fulfillment of some sort. Yeah, you're having a challenge on something you're working on, okay? I feel like you're working very hard and diligently at something. The challenge is having some form of movement in something that you're doing with the Ace of Wands, okay? That's what I'm getting. You're trying to manifest something, okay? So you're trying to really manifest this. It looks like a wish fulfillment is what I'm getting, okay? You're working diligently at this. I feel like you're trying to get something going, something moving with the Ace of Wands. But it's a challenge. It's also finding that confidence and that inspiration again for some of you. Let's go to the Death card. Why the Death card, please? Or you're not aware of. Why the Death card? The Lovers, the Fool. Wow, 3 major arcanas. So the universe is really working with you, Sag. Just want you to know that, especially with the 3 major arcanas out here. This is what you're not aware of. This is all happening for a reason. It's all happening for you, not to you. Remember that. Yeah, so we got Archangel Michael out. So you may be very protected at this time. You're being guided at this time. You're always being guided. But you're definitely being protected and guided for sure. There's something about getting into balance, getting into alignment. There's something around your ancestors for some reason. I feel like that could be why, like maybe someone that has passed gave you something very significant that was like a piece of jewelry or something. And I was getting gold for some of you. Maybe it's not gold, but got something like that. And I feel like you have your ancestors around. You have help. And you may not be actually aware of this. You may be like, I feel like I'm doing this all by myself. I'm so alone, but you're never alone. You have your guides with you. You have your angels. You have universal source, universal God with you at all times. Okay? So there's something around freeing yourself, stepping into a new beginning, taking those risks, taking that leap of faith, getting into alignment, getting into balance. Let's go to the 2 of Pentacles for the possible outcome. Why the 2 of Pentacles? The Sun, the Hermit. We got 3 major arcanas again. The Devil. Okay, there we go. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. There's something about balance here. There's something about getting into balance. You keep going back and forth with something. You may be feeling one way, this way. One way you're feeling this way, the next you're feeling this. That could be why the Devil's showing up. You've got to go. There's something around finding that balance or truly making this decision and going after it and truly doing it with your heart here. This is the happiest card in the deck. There's something around the devil, so I'm getting something around making sure you're not overgiving as well. So be sure you're not overgiving. That's what I'm receiving. Some of you could be overgiving. There could also be someone who's breadcrumbing you in a sense for the overall or the possible outcome. I'm definitely receiving that, so be careful of that. But I feel like with the Sun and the Hermit, like, this is so happy, like, feeling happy. 1 minute, the Sun card is on one side of the Hermit, and then the other is the Devil. So you may go back and forth with something here, where you're like, you're joyful, you're happy, you're going towards your happiness, and then the next thing you know, you're falling back into the pits of sadness, grief, and all that for some of you. Okay, let's go to advice. What advice do you have for Sagittarius, please? There's something around your confidence, too. Yeah, 5 of Cups, you keep looking at something. Knight of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, the Tower. There's something to focus on here. There's something I'm getting. Get focused and get determined, okay? Focus on what you want to build, what you want to create, maybe collaborate with somebody or something that you're doing in community-wise with the 3 of Pentacles. There's some form of sudden shift here. Get really focused and determined on something and do it with your heart. The 5 of Cups is showing up because I'm getting, you got to cut it out. You've got to stop looking at things from a negative perspective or what has actually happened instead of what actually can happen, what has already happened for you, and look at the good. Some of you, I feel like a journal would be good. If you're not journaling yet, okay, write down the things that are going well in your life. Sag, something like that is coming through. Write down what is going well in your life. And then work on not looking at things from the past and what happened in the past and holding on to grief. Get really focused and determined and confident in what you want to do, what you want to build. Okay, let's see what comes out. What do we have for Sag, please? What do we have for Sagittarius? What do we have for Sag? Nope. What do we have for Sagittarius? Nope. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? There it is. Guidance system. I love using my emotions as a guidance system. They show me how close or far away I am from what I want. When I am feeling joy and doing the things I love, I am in a state of allowing for my desires. I notice when I am feeling the low vibrational thoughts and shift them to release resistance. That's why I feel like you go back and forth here. Okay. Follow what makes you happy, what brings you joy. Okay. I truly hope this helped and I hope this resonated with you guys. I will see you guys next time. I love you so much. One love and namaste. Mwah.